Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Conversation, and this is your host Shay. So in this video today, I'm going to cover some news and updates. So one of the news that I want to cover is the recent FUD that was South Korea is going to go ahead and ban cryptocurrency exchanges. However, that is not the case. The exchanges are still operational, and it seems there was some misunderstanding between the Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Finance. So we're going to cover that. I also want to cover some news from India, which is like Koinex. Koinex.in, one of the exchange in India, has written a blog on why there have been delay in the deposits and withdrawals of money. So we're going to go through that. Also, Japan's Messenger, which is Line Messenger, which is obviously Messenger can be downloaded anywhere across the globe. But Line is something which is used popularly in Japan, and they are thinking of integrating cryptocurrencies in their payment platform. So we're going to go through all of these news and a couple of more. Once again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. We talk about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain, ICOs, news developments, market sentiments around the globe. And again, once again, this is just my personal opinion. This channel is not about a financial or investment advice. So if you're investing into any cryptocurrencies or any ICOs, please do your own due diligence before you invest. We will start with the coin market once again. One of the good things that I noticed this morning on the coin market is the green, a lot of green today compared to yesterday. Everything right now on the right hand side is green. Right from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. And Bitcoin is up by 2%, Ripple is up by 2 figures. So there are some 2 figures, one figure green, which is good. Maybe it's a good time to pick up some alts or maybe some Bitcoin, right? So market has started recovering after the recent FUD caused by South Korean news. So let's talk about a little bit about South Korea. So what exactly happened? So South Korea yesterday came out and said that they're going to go ahead and ban all the cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, however, this was the letter which was published by the Ministry of Justice, right? So they have different ministries there, and what it turns out that the Ministry of Finance has not actually made up a decision yet on banning cryptocurrency exchanges, but they are rather want to study more and draw some tax regulations or some other regulations around cryptocurrency exchanges. So this was a tweet by Joseph Young. Now Joseph Young works for Cointelegraph.com, one of the news company, most popular and reputed ones, Cointelegraph, and most of the news that I do cover is from the Cointelegraph. So yeah, so he tweeted yesterday over here. This is the link. So he says the MSF is upset. MOJ released premature statement. So MOJ is nothing but the Ministry of Justice, and with which MSF, which is Ministry of Strategy and Finance, is not very happy with, because it is a premature statement. And what was the statement? This is the statement that was made. If I can open this for you. Okay, so this is going to be in the Korean language, right? Okay, here. This is the picture we have. This is the Korean language. But if you translate this in English, this is what you will see. So this is the letter that Ministry of Justice actually circulated. Virtual currency exchange closed. And then this news went to the news media, to the mainstream media, and the news was, okay, we are closing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchanges in South Korea. However, that was not yet approved. That was not the final decision that was taken. And so Ministry of Finance has said that we are not closing any Bitcoin exchanges. We are rather regulating it. Of course, go ahead, read it yourself. I'll put the link in the description below, even this letter, and find out more if you would be interested in. However, right now the exchanges in South Korea are very much operational, and we see the result of that in the coin market also, which is up by 2%, 1%, 30%. So that's a good news. Yeah, in the meantime, what happened is there was a crash, and which we saw yesterday. And of course, this is this article which talks about how mainstream media actually circulated this news, causing a FUD. Anyway, let's talk about the next news, which is Japan's. Let's talk about some positive news, what is happening. So Japan's most popular chat app in talks to integrate cryptocurrency. So As you can see, I think in Japan, Line is a very popular messenger. Just like in India, you have WhatsApp. In China, you have WeChat, which is planning to integrate with NEM, right? NEM cryptocurrency. So Line has proposed to integrate cryptocurrency payments in their platform. Now, they do have a payment platform already, which is called Line Pay. So Line Pay is a mobile payment services used in the chat app. But now, apart from the Line Pay, they are also integrating cryptocurrencies. So Line Pay already has about 30 million users in Japan. Now, this is again in the terms of adoption. Now, we already know Japan is one of the countries which is accepting cryptocurrencies and blockchain and Bitcoin. And this is not very surprising for one of the popular messenger in Japan to come out and integrate cryptocurrency payment right now. So that is in terms of adoption. Let's cover some news from India. So there was a lot of confusion recently, and people were worried about why there is so much of delay, and especially in Koinex.in. So if you have been to this space, if you have traded on Koinex.in, you will know that there was a delay in the withdrawal and deposits. So this is a blog. There was a blog from Koinex.in itself, which has been reported, by the way, on news.bitcoin.com. It says that exchanges in India are stuck, and what it really talks about is the partners, the banking partner, basically. So here it says that a tussle between a payment service partner and their bank has caused an indefinite delay in the settlement of a large portion of deposits to Koinex in the last 2 weeks. I think it's been more than 2 weeks now that there have been withdrawal and deposit issue. So there was a letter which was written by. So this is something that Koinex founder said. He said that we were in these circumstances when we don't have a partner, a banking partner with us because of these issues. We were constrained to temporarily suspend INR withdrawal until the differences between the payment service provider and then bank are resolved. While we have taken firm action, we are also in constant touch with the payment service provider and are providing our complete cooperation to help resolve the matter at earliest. So this is the news from, they also said that, Koinex also said that we want to inform you that your money is safe. The affected deposits are safely held with the payment service provider's bank in a nodal account. So nodal account is a custodial account where users' money is safe deposited. Now, of course, this is something that is published on news.bitcoin.com. This is not on the Koinex.blog. So, of course, I wouldn't know how far is that true, but I thought I would share with you guys as this is being published is related to Koinex.in, right? Now, another one is the overstock.com. So, overstock.com is one of the websites which actually sells different stuff for Bitcoin. So, what happened yesterday or maybe a couple of days? They replaced, so they accept Bitcoin, and what they did is they started accepting Bitcoin Cash. So let's say, so just to give you an example how exactly it worked. So instead of putting Bitcoin, right, and it was put Bitcoin Cash. So, and this is a huge difference. I'll tell you why. Because the difference, the price of a Bitcoin Cash is about $2,554, and look at the price of a Bitcoin. And so even a smaller difference, like smaller amount like 0.0047557 Bitcoin being replaced with Bitcoin Cash, just imagine the amount difference. And what happened is that they replaced that Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash. So people started buying those stuffs in Bitcoin Cash, which is of course cheaper. So this was a mistake. So there is a story. He says that he bought something worth $12 for Bitcoin Cash, which should have ideally been which added up to 78.27. He bought it for something as $12 maybe, right? And then he actually returned it. And when he returned it, to his surprise, as you can see here, he says that so I canceled the order because he didn't want those things. He bought some 3 lamps is what he has mentioned here. And then to my surprise, the system refunded my purchase in Bitcoin and not Bitcoin Cash. isn't it something that you know, people would love to trade your Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash for Bitcoin at the same price, right? So this is what happened. Obviously, the good part is he informed Overstock.com about the issue that existed. I think they recorrected it. But of course, this is something very interesting. I thought I'll share with you once again. Yeah, this is something that talks about crypto companies cashing out on the name of Bitcoin Cash. Now, this is something not new. There have been a lot of companies in India and abroad who are cashing out, just calling themselves to be the next Bitcoin, which is obviously not true. And last one, the notorious domain xbt.com goes for sale at 200 BTC. Now 200 BTC. So what this guy did, he just registered about xbt.com. You can register a domain for less than, I guess, I don't know, maybe less than $100 or so. And he is selling it for 200 BTC. So which is like 200 BTC. If you calculate about 14,000 USD as of today, it comes to 2 million USD, guys, right? Yeah, I mean, that's a good business. Again, what he simply did here is register a website called xbt.com. Now, why XBT? Because a lot of exchanges, if you have seen, they list Bitcoin as a XBT. So, in case you want to go ahead and you want to be creative a little bit and you want to think about some domain names that you think there'll be enough demand in future, you know, maybe it's a good opportunity, you know. So I remember that somebody actually booked AmazonCryptocurrency.com or AmazonBitcoin.com or something like that, and Amazon actually bought, or maybe they pre-registered it, something like that. So yes, the reason I want to share, because look at this, the .com domains are not very expensive when you go. If you're creative, you can think and you can book the domain, maybe you'll find some fortunate buyer and who will make you rich. So that's the idea of sharing this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. And till then, take care.